You are beginning the extreme way of the cross. Therefore, stop protecting yourself. Start creating yourself. This path is not about how far you go, but how deeply you change. Walk long enough to forget who you are, so that you may be born again. Remember, your greatest prison is not suffering, but comfort. The task of every man is to be the creator of his own life. He is to make of it a work of art. St. John Paul II. The true extreme way of the cross begins not with kilometers, but with the decision to change yourself. Silence, darkness, and God. Silence is the most intimate form of prayer. God does not shout, God whispers. Loneliness is not distance. It is the space where one can finally meet God. Darkness is not the opposite of light. It is the place where light is born. The extreme way of the cross is a decision to step off the carousel of mediocrity. It is a night in which you remain silent and God speaks. Reflection. I walked through a night. That was meant to break me and instead taught me to listen. I walked through silence. That was meant to frighten me and instead gave me your name. I walked through pain. That was meant to stop me and instead opened a way. And now I stand. Lighter, truer, born anew. And I know this night was a beginning. What the extreme way of the cross 2026 is to lead you toward the truth about yourself, beyond habits, masks, and autopilots, toward a relationship with God built on dialogue, toward becoming the creator of your own life, toward silence as the place of encounter. A journey into yourself. These meditations are 14 steps toward meeting God. I want to go deeper. I no longer want to live on the surface. Each of the 14 stations is one step deeper. From appearance to truth, from noise to silence, from control to trust, from fear to decision, from old roles to your true identity. The extreme way of the cross is not measured in kilometers, but in inner transformation, in the encounter with God. Walk. Walk until you forget who you were. Darkness is the place where light is born. That is why you walk at night. That is why you walk in silence. That is why you walk alone, or in a small group. The extreme way of the cross does not please. The extreme way of the cross demands. Only what demands has the power to transform. It is the night in which you step off the carousel of mediocrity, the night in which you are silent, and God can finally speak. And He does not shout. God whispers. That is why you need silence. If you understand this, the demands of extreme way of the cross will be simple. First, 40 kilometers at night, or 30 kilometers with over 500 meters elevation gain. Second, alone or in a small group, always in silence and focus. Third, this is not sport. It is a pilgrimage of reflection. Fourth, you may eat and drink, but do not turn it into a picnic. Fifth, sacrifice is encouraged, yet every return is respected. 6. The extreme way of the cross is unlike other events. It does not pamper, it shapes. It helps you go beyond your own limits. 7. We expect focus, so as not to distract others. 8. The measure is not only physical effort, but the fruit, inner change for the better. The extreme way of the cross is a way of life. Walk. Walk until you meet God. This night holds a special power. In the night, in what is unfamiliar, you can finally hear God. Not the God from a picture, not the God of habit, but the God who speaks in a whisper. You finally became still. Do you hear? I am. I am in the whisper. I am the whisper. In the beginning was the Word,